Welcome back to Good Day Seattle. The time is now 8:14. July, officially the Earth's hottest month on record, breaking the previous record by more than half a degree. That's a big deal, and considered a wide margin by researchers. And during that time, Death Valley reported its hottest midnight temperature on record at 120 degrees. Arizona had 31 consecutive days of temperatures above 110. And here in Washington, I mean, we've also been experiencing warmer summers over the recent years and decades. The Seattle Times reporting Seattle no longer the least air-conditioned major metro area in the U.S. As intense summer heats become more common throughout the country, it's really becoming more necessary to plan ahead to keep yourself cool. For more tips on how to keep your homes cool during these summer heat waves and how to do so with energy efficiency, we would love to bring in engineer Christian Caltrider from Pacific Northwest National Laboratory. Christian, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's get into this. What are some surprising and creative ways for people to stay cool in a heat wave?
Right. Well, if air conditioning isn't available, then you really want to make sure that you have access to three things. And those are simply water, refrigeration, and the ability to make ice. With those three things, you have a whole set of tools to help keep yourself cool. And those include simply drinking ice water, or even just as you go through your daily activities, keeping an ice cube in your mouth as it melts, replacing it. And that creates a constant, but moderate way to help keep yourself cool. And then one of the most powerful methods of keeping cool without air conditioning is to take a cold bath or a cold shower. The really neat thing about that is that it doesn't require any air conditioning, any refrigeration, or in most homes, it doesn't even require any power.
Thanks for breaking all of that down for us. Now, for people with air conditioning, what are methods to lower the energy bill and be more energy efficient overall?
Yeah, well, one of the best and lowest cost options for lowering your air conditioning bill is to install effective window shading. Sunlight coming in through windows is the most significant source of heat gain in a lot of houses across the U.S. And so if we can block that sunlight and reflect it back out the window, then we will reduce the load on the air conditioner. And that measure is actually very effective whether you have air conditioning or not.
Christian, tell us how to create a cool room. To be honest, I've never heard of this concept before, so break it down for us.
Yeah, so the concept of a cool room is simply to create a shelter from heat space within your home. So you're just focusing on one area. And the first thing you want to think about is where to locate it. So you want to locate it on the lowest level of your home, ideally on the north side. You want to have minimum number of windows, so 1 or 2 windows. You want those windows to be well shaded. And you want any exterior walls to be well insulated, well shaded, and ideally of a light color. You want to minimize the number of appliances and equipment you have inside the room because those generate heat. You will want a refrigerator nearby, but don't locate it inside the room.
Oh, man.
Actually, one concept that a lot of people might not think of is an air cleaner. Extreme heat often coincides with poor air quality, and so having an air cleaner inside the room can help with that indoor air quality.
Oh, I mean, that's so important. Okay, so many of us are familiar with the urban heat island effect. You know, buildings, roads absorb a lot of that heat and then re-emit it. And of course, urban areas hotter than surrounding rural areas. So I guess, what can homeowners do to counteract that effect?
Yeah, so the number one thing, initially is landscaping. As you said, the real issue is direct sunlight hitting these hard surfaces, structures, driveways. And if we can shade those with trees, pergolas with vines, even shrubbery, then we essentially short circuit that whole urban heat island effect.
All right. Hey, Christian Caltrider with PNNL. So glad you joined us this morning. We appreciate it.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
All right.